Hi there, I'm Cathi Barker from Software Solutions. I've just had a question come in about Microsoft Outlook, and this person is trying to organize meetings, trying to find a consensus over a date and a time that suits most or all of the attendees for this meeting. They typically send out an email. I'll just give you a quick look here. They send out an email which looks like a table, and they put all the people as rows, and then they suggest a variety of dates and a variety of times. And they email out that table, and from that they try to work out a meeting. Well, I'm going to suggest a different approach. There is an add-in that comes from Microsoft for Outlook, and it's called Find Time. And this Find Time add-in is very good if you have to try and get a consensus on a date and a time from people, often from various different organisations, about what date and time suits them best. Now, when I'm in Outlook, and this is Outlook Desktop as well as Online Outlook, but if I'm in the desktop version of Outlook and I'm on the Home tab and in the inbox, there is a Get Add-ins button. Now, if I choose the Get Add-ins button, I can actually, in the top right corner here, find an add-in called Find Time. In fact, there's a lot of add-ins in here that are great, but I'm going to go Find Time and press Enter, and there it is there. Discover the easiest way to find time to meet. So I'll click this particular option, and here's a description about what it does. It's an add-in for Outlook that helps people reach a consensus on a meeting time. The organizer proposes one or more times to the attendee so everyone can vote. And basically we try to choose a date and a time that suits most or everyone. Now, if you hit the Add button, you'll add in the Find Time add-in. I already have, that's why it says Added. So add in the Find Time add-in, and then I'll close. If I then want to use it, I start with a new email. When you go to New Email, and I'll just maximize this, you'll find on the Message tab in the ribbon on the far right-hand side is a New Meeting Poll button. And so that is what we're going to use to create a variety of dates and times that we could have the meeting. But before I hit that button, I'm going to say who is required at that meeting. So those that are required go in the to, and those that are optional go into the CC. So I just choose some of my Software Solutions PCs, Software Solutions PC5 and Software Solutions PC7. They are optional. Now, having chosen some people in my to and or CC, I can now click the New Meeting Poll button. This brings up a Find Time poll on the right-hand side. And the first thing I've got to do is decide how long my meeting will be. So I'm looking to get people together for an hour. So I'll choose 1 hour. And it's in work hours. Now I'll also choose the time frame, which for me is Auckland Wellington time zone. Now I choose the dates. Let's say I'm looking for January. I'm looking for January maybe the 12th. And I'm hoping to have a meeting at 10, so I click 10. Then I'll scroll down and I'm hoping to also have perhaps an alternative time of 1. So I've chosen 2 times that I'd like to propose for my meeting. Now if Thursday the 12th of January doesn't work, I'll go forward to February, and in February I'll choose maybe the 14th. And on the 14th I'd like to propose the 10th and also the 1st. So now I've chosen 4 times. So you basically go through choosing the month, choosing the day, and then choosing the time that you would like to have the meeting, maybe 10 or 11. I've chosen 6 times, so now I'm going to go next because those are all the options I want to give people. When I go next, I can then enter a meeting location, so I'll just put boardroom. It can be a Teams meeting and or a physical meeting face-to-face. I'm going to turn on all of these options to notify me about updates or schedule when attendees reach consensus and so on and so forth. These are all the selected, and I can turn around and delete any that I'm not happy with. Now I'm going to add it to my email. From here I might add some narrative beforehand. Hi everyone, please select a date and time that works for you. And so I've created my email. Subject, organising a date and time to meet. Let's use American spelling. So I'm done. I can close that panel and I can click send. And so that will send an email to all of those people. So what does that look like? Let me just go down to this account. And if I then wait, I will eventually get an invite. Here it is here. So what people will receive is this email here. And so I'll open up this email. And from there I can click find time. And, oh no, that just tells me a little bit about it. From there I can click 6 options. In the 6 options, let me just bring this over into view. They can see the 6 options. So here I'm organising a date and time to meet. It's a 1 hour, it's in the boardroom. There's been 6 options provided. That's Auckland, Wellington. I can choose a yes, a no, or a preferred for each of these. And I can see what others have voted for. So if you're a person who's having to try and find a date and time across many people, not necessarily in your organisation, to meet, then use the Find Time add-in in Outlook to make that process easier. I'm just going to close this for now. I might say that I would say yes to that, no to those. And I would prefer yes, Thursday at 10, and I'll vote. My vote has been submitted. I'll close that, and I'll close this. I'll even close the email. If I go and look, for example, what were the 6 options again? Let's have a look. So the first one was the 12th of January. Let's have a look at the 12th of January. I'm going to go back up to my inbox, to my calendar, and I'll go forward to the 12th of January. There are the 2 meetings that I suggested on Thursday the 12th. If I double click this meeting, for example, I can see the details inside of this particular meeting. If I want to see the status, I can click the status and I can see who has voted yes, no, or otherwise. Yeah. And I'll close. So a really good tool. That is a Outlook add-in if you have to organise meetings for a number of people.